Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to another Vinyasa practice. This is another Espresso Flow, which is a type of class I've created which is short and energizing, kind of just like a shot of espresso to kind of wake you up. So what you can expect is a full body asana practice, quite strong and powerful and dynamic. So if you're keen, I'm keen, let's get into it. We're going to start in a seated position. So maybe you're cross-legged in Sukhasana, maybe you're in Vajrasana with your legs bent kneeling. When you're ready, just closing down the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, lift up really tall, reach the crown of the head to the sky. As you exhale, sink the weight down towards your mat. Just relaxing the face for a moment. We're not going to rush straight into movement just yet. We want to make sure that even though this is mostly a physical practice, that we create some intention and awareness, because this is a practice of yoga which encourages both of those things. So creating awareness of the breath, noticing how it fills up through the belly, the ribs and the chest. On the inhalation, and then as you exhale, feeling kind of the drawing inwards of the belly button, the closing in of the ribs, the softening of the collarbones. And as we move through our class today, see if you can keep this awareness of the breath, really linking it in with our movements. If you notice you're out of breath at any point, or you're breathing quite shallowly, just take a moment. Maybe you stop, have a breath, and then continue drawing your mind back to the body and the breath in this moment. And before we begin to move, we're going to practice a pranayama technique called Kapalbhati, which is our skull shining breath. It's a very energizing, very cleansing breath where you take a passive inhale through the nose, but a strong exhale through the nose, almost like you're getting punched in the stomach. You want to feel your abdominal wall draw inwards. I'll demonstrate for a little bit and then we'll take a couple of rounds together. So it kind of sounds like this. Okay, so the first round will take anywhere between 20 and 30 breaths. Of course, at any point, let this practice go. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Then take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out, let it go. We'll just practice one more round like that. I'm going to aim for somewhere around 50, but maybe you reduce the breaths. And of course, you can go slower as well. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Almost getting an abdominal workout just from that. But I'm noticing a sense of kind of lift and energy, a little bit of lightheadedness that's kind of normal during this practice, but hopefully it eases back to center. Wherever you are, just take your hands around the knees or somewhere slightly lower in the legs. Use your next breath in to draw your chest through, squeeze the shoulder blades down the spine, maybe even tilt the head up slightly. As you exhale, round through the back, tuck the chin in, pull on your hands. Inhale to pull through, almost imagining cow pose here. Exhaling to round. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Maybe you take some circles around with your ribs. Going around in a circle in one direction, continuing to connect your breath with your movement, and then swapping directions of the circle. And then when you're ready, just coming back through center, we're going to tuck onto the toes. Find a little kneeling position where your toes are tucked under, your hips are synced over your heels. Take your hands into fists and then roll out the wrists. We're not going to be here for too long, but just so that we warm up through the upper body a little bit, switching directions of the circles. And then interlace the fingertips, kind of create a wave through the wrists and the fingers. It's actually really funny trying to teach this to people. For some reason, this movement can actually be really challenging to figure out how to do in the body, switching the direction of the wave. So if this is you, don't worry, you're not alone. Keep the interlace of the fingers, but take a deep breath in as you press the palms up to the sky. As you exhale, hold, slide the shoulder blades down, little tuck in of the ribs so you keep your spine in neutral. Hands come to the ground, or with or without the help of the hands. You're going to lift the knees up, plant the heels down, lift yourself to a forward fold, kind of near the back of your mat here. Feet are about hip width distance. Maybe you take a little bob up and down with the spine, with the chest, softening the knees. Use your next breath in, bend your knees, hips back, come through a Utkatasana chair pose as you lift all the way up to standing. As you exhale, send it straight back down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms, hips back, and then lift all the way up. Exhale, ripple it back down. Let's try 4 more, breathe in. Push through the feet, maybe baby back bend. Exhale, send it straight back down. Maybe take your arms wide this time, breathe in. Or maybe up through center. And then wide as you come down. That feels kind of nice. Kind of lost count. Let's go 2 more. One more. Use your next breath and lift the arms all the way up to standing. Right knee comes high. As you exhale, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Push your hips back. Hands come to heart center. So you're trying to drop your right knee down towards the ground. Breathe in as you lift yourself up. As you exhale, stay here, or you can extend your right heel forward. Try draw the right hip down a little bit. Take another breath in. As you exhale, sweep to standing splits. Heart space drives down, lift your heels high. Fingertips reach down on the ground. You're aiming to square your hips here, so right hip in line with your left. Walk yourself out into a plank position. So hands come underneath the shoulders. So you can always bring the left knee down here. Right toes are still off the ground. Breathe in as you tap your right knee to the right elbow. As you exhale, cross it under the body to the left elbow. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Let's go 5 more of each. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. 2 more. Inhale. Squeeze it high. Exhale. Can you actually touch the arm? 1 more. Exhale. 3-legged dog. Breathe in, push through your hands, lift your right toes high. As you exhale, roll forward, right knee to nose. Set the right foot in between the hands, lower your left heel down, warrior 1. Breathing in. So your back foot is out on a 45-degree angle. Your hips and shoulders are aiming to be square to the front of your mat. Clasp your hands into fists and then roll out your wrists. Little tuck of the tailbone here, so you're drawing your pelvis underneath you. Ribs draw in a little bit as well. Breathe in as you frame out your front foot. As you exhale, step back into plank, chaturanga, come down onto your belly, elbows tuck in. Breathe in, cobra, engaging the glutes, shoulders roll back. As you exhale, push up onto your knees, down dog, tuck toes, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Notice your breath here. Breathe in, walk back, forward fold at the back of the mat. Exhale, ripple it back down. Other side. Breathe in, lift the arms, stork pose, left knee lifts. Flex the left ankle, exhale, cross it over your right thigh, sink your hips back. Left knee pulls down to the ground, hands at heart center. Breathe in as you lift the left knee again. As you exhale, extend the left heel out, maybe. Left hip comes down, feeling the left hip flexor and quadricep engage. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, sweep the left toes high, standing splits. Fingertips meet the ground. Either a really small bend in the right knee or a big bend. Try not to lock the right knee out. You know where we're going. Walk yourself into a plank position. Remember, right knee can always come down to the ground. That's a great option here. Make sure the fingertips are spread wide. Breathe in, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, cross it over to the right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Let's go 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Oh, exhale. Everything's shaking. 1 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3-legged dog. Breathe in, sweep the left toes high, hips square to the ground. As you exhale, roll forward, left knee to nose. Step the left foot in between the hands, lower the right heel down, Virabhadrasana 1. Breathing in, lifting the arms. Exhale, sinking your hips down a little bit, pressing the outer edge of your right foot down. Clasp your hands into fists again, roll out the wrists, taking this moment to be active, but to also catch your breath again. Take another breath in, reach the hands down to the ground, exhale, step yourself back into plank chaturanga, option to come halfway this time. Breathe in, baby cobra on the ground or upward facing dog with the thighs off. As you exhale, downward facing dog, sending your hips up and back. Whew, okay, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Use your next breath in either to walk to the top of the mat or bend your legs, look forward, take a little hop in between the hands. Exhale, land Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, hands at heart center this time. Sink your hips back. Take a breath in, lift your right heel off the ground. As you exhale, press your right heel away, crouching warrior. So the left knee stays bent. You're aiming for about parallel with the ground with your right leg. Inhale, touch the right foot back down. As you exhale, shift to the left. Left heel presses back. Squeeze the shoulder blades along the back body. Breathe in, come back through center. 1 more time each side. Exhale, right heel presses away. Can you sink a little bit lower into your left leg? If you wanted more, clasp the hands together. Push the hands above your head. Inhale, back through center. As you exhale, extend your left heel away, maybe pressing arms above you. Draw the ribcage in. Hold here. Breathe in, open Virabhadrasana 2. Open to the left side of the mat. Exhale to hold. Right knee is pressing forward. Left toes are turning to the side. Soften the shoulders back and down. Breathe in as you flip your right hand, reverse your warrior. Exhale to hold. Left hand down on the left thigh or the left shin. Breathe in, come back through center. Left elbow hooks over the right thigh. Prayer twist, hands come to heart. Exhale, twist the heart towards the right side. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe in as you look towards the ground. As you exhale, start to shift your weight forward. Step your left foot next to your right. Left hip draws back, Utkatasana twist. Try keep the left elbow connected with the right thigh. Shift the weight into the left foot. Breathe in as you start to lift your right knee high. Kind of like a twisted stalk here. Exhale to hold. Keep twisting the heart. If you felt like a little bit more, left hand can come around the outside of the right foot. Maybe you kick your right foot away. Draw the shoulders down. Take 1 more breath. Either right knee stays bent or you can keep it long. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Sweep your right knee or your right foot around to the back of the mat. Left hand might reach down to the ground. It might float. You're trying to open the shoulders and the hips square to the side. Hold here for one more breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the nose. Remember, we're trying to keep that connection, breath with movement. Right foot steps back, Utkatasana Konasana, goddess pose. Take a breath in here. Exhale, sink into your legs. Not going to be here for too long. Breathe in, lengthen the legs, turn the toes in. As you exhale, fold yourself forward. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe take a little shift from side to side here. Finding length down the back of the legs. Again, taking this opportunity to catch the breath. If you've noticed your awareness drift away from your mat, can you call it back in? Start to walk yourself to the front of the mat. Left foot to the outer edge, hands come down. Now feel free to stay in this lunge position. Otherwise, hug left knee up into the left tricep. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bend your elbows so that the left thigh comes on top of the left elbow. And if you wanted a little bit more, you could shift the weight forward. Maybe the right toes lift off as well. I know we're very early on in our practice, so this is not an expectation at all. If you are down, breathe in, push yourself back to plank. Exhale, step the left foot back. Maybe you flow through Vinyasa, or you can skip it out. Totally up to you. Breathing into open. Exhaling, sending it back. Once you're at the back, take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out, let it go. Okay, one more time on the other side. Breathe in, start to look forward, bend your knees, maybe walk, maybe hop in between your hands. As you exhale, fold forward. Utkatasana, bend your knees, hands to heart center, breathe in. Exhale, hold. So you're shifting your weight back in your heels, hips are back, shoulders are down. Let's start by shifting our weight into the left foot this time. Breathing in, staying low in the left leg as you pick your right heel up. As you exhale, extend your right heel away, making a really long line through the back leg. Breathe in, come back through center, lift the chest up slightly, shift the weight over. As you exhale, other side. Right knee bends, left leg extends. One more each side, breathe in. If you wanted more, interlace your fingertips. As you exhale, press the palms above your head, squeezing the shoulder blades back and down. Breathe in, come back through center. As you exhale, other side. Hold here. I feel like we've done this side, so let's go to the other side. Breathe in, come back through center. Exhale, right foot extends. Warrior two, breathe in as you open to the right this time. Exhale to hold. So left toes are forward, right toes are to the side, hips and shoulders square as well. Breathe in as you flip your left hand, start to reverse, Viparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale to sink into your hips, creating length down the left side body. Breathe in, come back through center, turn to the front. As you exhale, hook the right elbow over your left thigh, back leg is long. Hands come to prayer, Anjali Mudra, as you look over your left shoulder. Breathe in, start to look forward underneath your left foot. Shift your weight forward. Exhale, right foot steps next to the left. Push your right hip back a little bit. Keep pushing the right elbow into the thigh to twist the chest. Try keep the elbow and the leg connected as you start to pick up the left foot, coming up to a standing position. Maybe you stay here. Maybe the right hand comes around the outside of the left foot. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, reaching your left hand behind you, kicking your left heel forward. Making sure there's a little bend within the left leg here. Either left knee is bent or it is long. Breathe in as you release the hands. Ooh. As you exhale, roll around to half moon. So diving the right side of the body towards the ground. Right hand can float. Right hand can reach down. Left hand reaches high. Squeeze the shoulders down. Hold for one more breath. Long step back with the left foot. Utkatasana Konasana. Take a deep breath in. Toes are out. As you exhale, can you drop into your hips a little bit more? Engage through the glutes. Breathe in. Lengthen the legs. Turn the toes in. As you exhale, fold forward. Prasarita Padottanasana. Another opportunity for an arm bind here. You can take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingertips, and reach the knuckles over. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. Can you shift your weight a little bit more forward into your toes? Hands come to the ground. Walk yourself forward. Right foot comes to the outer edge of your right foot. Sorry, the right side of the mat. Hands under shoulders. Maybe this is where you stay. If you felt like a little bit more, right knee can hug up to the tricep. Breathing in as you shift your weight forward. Maybe the elbows bend into chaturanga. Right thigh comes on top of right elbow. Another option you can take here is extending the right toes out. Maybe the left toes lift off. Ekapada Kundanyasana too. If you are in this position or somewhere like it, breathe in as you push yourself up. Step your right foot back. As you exhale, maybe final vinyasa. Finding our way back into child's pose. Knees coming down. Hips to the heels. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out, let it go. Letting your body resettle here. Start to walk yourself back. Sweep your legs to one side. We're just going to take 1 or 2 more asanas to slow things down a bit. Connect your feet together. Take your knees out wide. Hands come around maybe the ankles or the soles of the feet. Take a deep breath in as you lift up tall. As you exhale, lean the heart space forward. Elbows might come to the insides of the legs. Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. See if you can actively press the elbows down into the legs to encourage the hips to roll out. And then when you're ready, just rolling yourself out. Let's head onto our backs. Once you head down there, pull the right knee up into the chest. Take a little squeeze here. Maybe a little rock and roll from side to side. And if you felt like a little bit more, you can always walk the right heel up. Maybe hands come behind the right calf or the ankle, maybe even the foot if that feels accessible for you. One more breath in this position. Bending the right knee again, breathing in as you rotate the knee towards the left. Exhale, twisting the spine, planting the right shoulder down. Let's come back through center, swap it out. Right knee pulls up into the chest. Left knee pulls up into the chest, right leg long. Maybe a little twist from side to side with the left knee. If you felt like a little bit of a different stretch, a little bit more into the hamstring, you can always extend the left heel up. Maybe the hands walk behind the leg. A little tuck of the chin here as well to make the back of the neck long. Then bending the left knee, starting to cross it to the right, breathing in through the nose. As you exhale, holding, left shoulder taps down to the ground. When you're ready, coming back through center, setting up for Savasana. Maybe the legs are long here, maybe the feet are wide and the knees knocking together. We're not going to be here for too long, but just enough to integrate the stillness, the slowness, and setting ourselves up for a really awesome rest of our day. So close down the eyes again. Slow down the breath. If you did have longer, I would so encourage you to stay here, even if it's just another minute or two or another 5 to 10 breaths after this class finishes. If not, that's totally cool as well. Thank you so much for still being here. I will leave us here in Savasana. I thank you so much for practicing with me and moving your body and connecting with the breath and finding this awareness of self that is part of the yoga practice. Let me know what you think about the Espresso Flow. If you wanted more, you can head over to Patreon as well. From me to you, namaste.